All right, buddy, come over here. Lay down. Lay down. Good boy. Hello. No, this is not live. I have two Bernie doodles, and this one tends to be better than the other one when it comes to yoga. He actually allows me to practice yoga. The other one likes to get up underneath me when I'm in down dog. So I'm hoping I knew I couldn't do a live stream. I would be wrangling dogs. This is one that gets underneath me, and you can see why that's a problem. All right, lay down, lay down, lay down, lay down, down. You can stay, just lay down. I didn't want to have a live stream of me wrangling dogs. So this was supposed to be the last live stream, and I decided it was a better option for me to pre-record. And now I might run them out of the room. You need to leave. Come on, let's go out. Let's go out. Let's go out. There we go. I will be right back. So I guess I could have live streamed. They follow me right out. But anyway, this is the last Friday yoga. It was supposed to be the last live stream. So there won't be any more live streams unless I have a windfall and end up with a really, really good equipment to be able to do that. Right now, the equipment that I have is much better just to record. And I think this is going to be a better setup. I've really evolved through all of this and tested different things, experimented with different things. And for those of you that have watched my videos for a while, I apologize that you were my guinea pigs, but I really didn't have a whole bunch of money to invest in all of this when I started the channel. And I didn't expect to be nearing 1,000 subscribers. So I'm really excited about that. And with the meditation challenge coming up in August, if maybe you can share it with other people that you know, maybe I can get up to 1,000 and maybe more than that. It's an exciting time right now. I know it's not going to be like something I can retire on, but I might be able to get a free cup of coffee once in a while. But today's intention that I would like you to carry into the rest of the month is to be centered. One thing I've learned from practicing yoga is that if you learn to move from center, things end up a lot easier. Running, walking, hiking, just getting along day to day. If you are really focused in on your core and the center of your being, it just makes life so much easier. So the reason I put my hands on my belly is not just because I'm talking about center. It is because we are going to do breath of fire. And I know as hot as it's been, it's actually a little bit cooler today. So I don't feel like I'm going to be sweating when I'm up here. Oh, and I actually got light blocking material back behind that shade right when I'm not going to live stream anymore. But it means I can record any time of the day. Now, if you've never done breath of fire, I need to make sure that I'm straight. What we want to do is do a passive inhale followed by a pushed exhale. And it starts with the pushed exhale. And what I mean by that is, so if you breathe out like that, you can do it through your mouth, through your nose. If you do it through your mouth, it'll help you release a little bit of heat. So if you are currently experiencing a really hot environment, it will help you cool off, even though it is called breath of fire. But if you breathe through your nose, you're going to build up a lot of heat. And we're going to start with that heavy push. So if you put your hands on your belly, you'll actually be able to feel your diaphragm going in. And that will push all the air out. And then if you just relax afterwards, your breath will come naturally in order to start all over again, because it is a quick breathing exercise. And I'd like you to try doing it with your eyes closed. This is a little bit of preparation for our meditation series, is being able to sit and focus on something with our eyes closed. Now, it won't be for 3 minutes. We're just going to do this for about 10 breaths, and it'll go quickly, I promise. So go ahead and close your eyes and breathe in and push it out. And keep going. So breathing in and out. So that's a good way for us to start focusing in on our center. Now we're going to place our hands on our knees, and we're going to do a little bit of spinal flexion here in our seated position. My plan for today was to make this entire practice wrist friendly and also mobility friendly. So if you're having difficulty with your feet or your legs, you should join it. There's very few things that we're going to do that's going to require some type of alteration in order to make it good for people at all levels. What we're going to do first is we are going to place our right arm straight up to the sky. While we're holding our right arm up to the sky, take your left hand and place it on your right knee. Then we're going to reach up and over with that right hand to reach for our left elbow or left knee. And I picked this because most righties will be in a right-legged cross position where your right leg is dominant. If your left leg is the one that's on the outside, you want to start the opposite direction. You want to lift that left hand, then place the right hand on the left, and then reach up and over with that left hand. But I'm a righty, so I'm going to be doing this with my right hand. I'm going to lift up, place my left hand on my right knee, look up at the sky with that right hand or at that right hand, and then bring it across and down to your left knee. Then we're going to take a deep breath in and really reach forward with your heart space. So breathing in, lean back a little bit, and as we breathe out, we want to curve our spine and start to curl in on yourself. So we're going to have our chin reaching for our chest while our hands are resting on our knees. Then we're going to breathe in. This is like our cow pose, reaching our head up to the sky. Maybe keep your eyes closed as we do this and breathe out as you tuck in your chin to your chest. And again, breathe in, reaching up to the sky, and breathe out as we go into our cat pose in a seated position. And one more time, just like that, reaching up as you take a deep breath in and breathe out as you tuck your chin to your chest. Now we're going to release that as we lift our head, taking a deep breath in and reaching up to the sky with our hands and bringing them back down to our knees. Now we're going to switch the cross of our legs so that the opposite leg is in front. You might feel like you need extra space today. If you do, go ahead and have your feet pretty far away from your center. I'm having trouble with my right knee. I know as we get older, it switches from one knee to the next. Now, if you had your right leg in front or the left leg in front before, just switch and have the right leg in front. For those righties out there with me, reach that left hand up to the sky. Then take your right hand over to your left knee, reaching up and over with that left hand. Now we're in our crisscross position. Take a deep breath in and arch your back. Heart space reaching forward, and breathe out as we tuck our chin to our chest. When you're doing a non-dominant side, it will feel awkward, but trust me, it'll become more even with practice. So breathing in, reaching up for our cow pose, and breathe out as we tuck our chin. Breathing in as we reach up to the sky, and breathe out as we tuck in for our cat position. Breathe in, reaching forward with your heart space, and breathe out as we tuck our chin. And just like we did on the other side, like a flower opening to the sky, lift your hands up to the sky as you take a deep breath in, reaching up, and then lower our hands to our knees. Now we're going to get into a seated position with our legs out in front, staff position. So go ahead and take your time getting there. While we're here, we're not just immediately going to go into a staff. We're going to reach back with our hands, placing them back behind us. And as close as you can get your pinkies to one another, try to reach back and around. This is really bringing our heart space and our center. It's exposing everything. And it's also giving us really big stretch in our shoulders. And we can lean back a little bit to expose our throat chakra. Take a deep breath in and out. Now we're going to release that, and we're going to bring our right knee up and place your foot on the mat just inside of your left thigh. Try to get it to where your toes are no lower than your knee. Then we're going to take our left hand and hook our knee, our right knee with it. Now you should be using your abdominal wall at this point to hold your back nice and straight. When we place our hand back behind us or just to the side, we don't want to place any weight on it. We want to be recruiting the muscles of our abdominal wall or our center. And this is just a little kickstand. Or you can just hug your knee, but then we're taking a little bit of the work away from our abdominal wall. So we want to have our hand back behind. Our left thigh should be digging into the mat. So you'll feel your heel come up off the floor. Keep that left foot bright. We don't want to cut off the circulation. We're going to take a deep breath in and out. Now we're going to switch. So let's release that. Have your right leg stretch out in front. We're going to take our left knee up now. And again, have your foot just inside your thigh, the right thigh. And try to have your foot as close to your body as you can get it. We don't want to have too much space here. It'll cause us to bend our back over. So now we're going to take our right hand and right arm, and we're going to hook around that left thigh, recruiting our abdominal muscles to hold us up straight, and then reaching back as we go into a twist with that left hand. And again, there's no weight being put on that hand. We just want to place it there to hold us upright and to help us just understand that we have it there to support us if it's needed. But aside from that, it's really not doing anything. Take a deep breath in as we dig our right thigh into the mat. Breathe in and out. Now, we're going to lower to the mat just a bit. You'll see what I mean by that. Bring both knees in and hold on to the back of your thighs to start. Then come up to your toes. Then we're going to lean back so that our toes come up off the mat. Try to make sure that your back is nice and straight so you can recruit the muscles in your center to help hold you upright. Then bring your legs so that your shins are parallel with the ceiling. You can point your toes or you can have them flexed. It really doesn't matter. Then, if you feel like you're okay with it, reach both hands out on the sides of our legs. You might start to feel the shake right away. We're really using all of these muscles, a little bit in the quads, and take a deep breath in and let it go as you grab the backs of your thighs one more time. We're going to do this a few times. Then lift your legs so that the shins are parallel with the ceiling. Let go, reach out with your hands. Take a deep breath in and breathe out as you grab your thighs again. We're really working a lot of muscles. You don't realize it until you start doing it and you're like, wow, yeah, it's a good feeling though. Lift your legs, hands out. This time, go into a low boat. And then grab the backs of your thighs. I kind of threw that in there. I hope you're into really working on your abdominal wall. Legs up, low boat, and back up. When you keep your center engaged, your abdominal wall engaged, you can do many, many things. So moving through life with your center guiding you is a really good thing. So let's low boat again and up. Now we're going to go back. We're going to go to our backs. You can do a slow roll from this position. I need to get a little bit more centered on my mat. So when I say a slow roll, you just hold on to your thighs with your hands interlaced or intertwined, and then curve your back and roll on down. Now, if you have osteoporosis, you don't want to do that. You just want to come down to the mat. And we're going to grab both of our knees, give them a big hug. And we're going to lift our legs up to the sky. And we're going to point and flex our toes, point and flex, point and flex. Now we're going to reach up with both hands, but we're going to go up to the left-hand side of our legs. So breathe in first and out as you rise up. Then lower as you breathe in and breathe out as you come up to the right side. And breathe in and then breathe out as you go to center. So the breath is passive while we're lying on our back or while we're coming back to that reclined position. It's active as we're moving up. So we're going to do that 3 more times. So we're going to breathe in and out, reaching to the left. Breathe in and out as we reach to the right. Breathe in and breathe out as we reach straight through the center. Then breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. That's 2. We're going to do 1 more. So breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Now we're going to take our legs down, feet together, soles together for a reclined cobbler's pose. That last little ditty really worked the lower muscles of our abdominal wall. So those you will feel, because we don't really work on those very much. Maybe rub your belly, make it feel a little bit better. We are working out our quads as well, so you might want to rub down from your hips down to the top of your thighs. And now we're going to do another exercise or a little bit of yoga for the belly. So it does feel like an exercise video instead of yoga. Now we're going to lift our feet up to the sky. We're going to grab our right knee, point or flex, really doesn't matter. You can do the both or switch them off, a little bit of yoga for the brain. And we're going to lower that left leg as far as we can without our lower back coming up off the mat. Then reach up and reach towards your knee with your nose. Then lower, switch, grab your left knee, holding your right knee up to the sky and start to lower. Then once you have that foot hovering, reach up towards your left knee with your nose. You may not even come close, that's fine. Now we're going to pick up the tempo a little bit, grabbing that right knee, lowering the left leg, reach up. Grab that left leg, lower the right leg, and reach up. This time we're not going to lower in between. A couple more times on each side. Right, left, right, and one more left, and cobbler's pose. Maybe rub your belly. Now we're going to go into shavasana, but this is not the end. What we're going to do is we're going to take our feet and go to the edge, the right edge of your mat, and then take your head and your shoulders and work them so that they are up at the back end, the right side of your mat. Then take your right hand, grab your left elbow, and pull it up and over. We're going to get a really good stretch in our left side body. Maybe take your left foot and cross it over your right. It's a little crescent stretch. Really enjoy this. Should feel really good after working so hard on our abdominal wall. Now we're going to come back to center, and we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So take your feet down to the bottom left side of your mat, then scoot your head and your shoulders to the upper left side. Grab that right wrist with your left hand and pull it up and over. And if you want a deeper stretch, take that right foot and cross it over the left ankle. A really good stretch to end this practice. So once the meditation challenge has concluded, I'll go back to recording a yoga video weekly and posting it. most likely on Saturdays like I did last year. And I don't think we'll really need a theme through the end of the year, but comment below if you think there's a good theme that you've been wanting to explore. And we're going to release. We'll end this practice in shavasana, maybe with your left hand on your heart and your right hand on your stomach. Allow all your muscles to completely relax. Imagine you're melting into your mat. And remember this week to be centered. Try to move through center. Think with your gut. See if it doesn't change your life. I'm sure it will. If it doesn't, you can yell at me later. I feel that when I started practicing yoga nearly 10 years ago now, I learned a lot about how to move through life with just allowing my center to guide me. And I think it's improved my life in many ways. So I hope it does for you too. And I will see you in August for our meditation challenge. I do hope you participate. Okay, now if you are going to bed, remain in shavasana for a little bit longer to become completely relaxed. If you're going on with your day, just roll up like I just did, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye. And I'm crawling towards my camera again. This time, it doesn't stop. Bye.